So the next step, when we created reciprocal matrix, again add the list, and now we will again copy all the values from the reciprocal matrix to your new matrix, but now we will divide all the values from each value from reciprocal matrix to the sum of its column. For instance, see that here all my values are the same, like here in this column, but I divided them into the sum of the column to 18. See that I divided all the values of reciprocal matrix in a column to 18 to the sum of its values, and as a sum of all these values you must have always 1. If it's not 1, then you have some mistake in your matrix. So the same here, I'm dividing to the sum of this column, slope 8.67. I'm dividing all my values from this column to the sum of its sum. So and I'm having these values, see that small values, and in sum again I get 1. So repeat the same step, divide each value of a column to its sum, and you will have these values, small values, and in sum you always must have 1. The next step is to add a new column, name it sum, and now sum not the columns but the rows. See, I summed all the values for the row, for each layer, so all the values for the row of each value. And the next, so I summed, and the next step is when I summed, I decided and I divided into 6, because if you remember from, see that when creating reciprocal matrix, then we divide, then we sum all its columns, values for its columns, and then we divide all values to the sum of its column, and in sum we must have 1. So we did the same steps, and the next step is to sum the values for the row for each layer in our case, and divide into the number of things. In our case we have number of 6 layers, so number of things and number of layers, and I divided, I am summing all each row, and I'm dividing into 6. I'm dividing into 6, and I'm having these values. They are not in percentage so far, but it's easy. Just copy them and add a new column, and just transfer them just using the function %, like this, right? And in sum you must have 100. So we can change it to the integer values, right? Or you might leave the float values, but do remember that during the weighted overlay in ArcGIS we have to use only integer values. So our percentage for each layer is ready now, so we can see that linements have 45, almost 46%, the highest level. Depression zone also have high percent, 12 precipitation, Savit 12, precipitation only 5, New Zealand cover approximately 6, slope 13, etc. So these are the percentage which we will assign for each layer during our weighted overlay.